welcome. In today's video I'm going to show you how we can get 17 different chords in one position, and we're going to use most of the common pedals. There'll be 2 floor pedals and a couple of knee levers. It should be pretty much standard on most E9 tunings and guitars. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll go to our 8th fret, and this will be the key of C to start with. And we have our major groups that we normally play, and so I'm not going to really talk those out. Most players are going to know that, and I'll just start with, we're going to go down with our C chords to start with. So let's play 8, 6, 5. That's a C. Okay, we can add our 4th string. Okay, that's C. Now we can lower our 4th and 8th string a half tone with our E flat knee lever. That's going to give us a C major 7th. Okay, and another chord we can get here is a C6, and we can do that 2 ways. One way we can do that is simply raise this 5th string a whole tone with our A pedal. Okay, then the next chord we can play, and that again, that's using 8, 6, 5, and 4. And I'm just rolling those just to kind of let you hear them. Okay, and we went C, C major 7, C6. Okay. Now another chord we can get here is a C7th chord, and let's go, instead of playing our 8th string, let's play our 9th string. We're going to go 9, 6, 5, 4. That's a C7th chord. Okay, let's do a C suspended chord. And to do that, we're going to go back to the 8, 6, 5, 4 grouping. Simply raise that 6th string a half tone with our B pedal. That's a C suspended. Okay, let's look at adding our 1st string and our 7th. That'll give us a 9th chord. So we can play 8, 6, 5, add that 7th string, that's a C 9th, or we can add that 1st string, that's also a C 9th, same note. Okay, now we can also use the knee lever that affects our 2nd string. We can lower that 2nd string a half tone. That gives us a C 7th. Okay, on most guitars that string will lower on down a whole tone. That gives us a C6. And I'm playing 6, 5, 4, 2. That's the 7th. That's the 6th. Now I can add my 1st string with that, and we have a C 6, 9 chord. That's a good ending chord. Okay, now let's look at some G chords that we can get here. We can play 1, 2, and 5. That's a G chord. I could hear that up at the 15th. Anyhow, at our 8th fret, play 1, 2, and 5. That's G. Okay, we can add our 6th string and raise that with our B pedal, a half tone. We can play 1, 2, 5, and 6. That's a G7th chord. Okay, now we can play a G6 chord here. We can lower that 4th string a half tone, E, D flat, play 8, 7, 6, 5, and that's a G6 chord. Okay, so now let's look at some A chords we can get here. We can get an A suspended chord here by playing 7, 6, and 5. We're going to raise that 5th string a whole tone with our A pedal. And then we're going to play 7, 6, 5. That's an A suspended chord. Okay, let's look at another chord we can get here. We can get an A7th chord by playing our major groups and raising that E, that 8th string from E to F, or a half tone up. Okay, we can play 8, 6, 5, 4. We can play 10, 8, 6. That's an A7th. So let's look now at our A minor chords. Still here at the 8th fret, we can use our A pedal, raise that 5th string a whole and that 10th string a whole, and we can play our major groups like 10, 8, 6, 8, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3. Those are all A minor chords. Okay, let's look at another chord we can play here. We can get a B flat diminished chord here. We can raise that 8th string a half tone with our E to F knee lever, and we can play 9, 8, 6, 5. And that 8th string is raised a half tone. Okay, let's look at some F chords that we can play here at our 8th fret. We can play these major groups with our A and B pedals down. In other words, our 5th string is raised a whole, 6th string is raised a half. And we can play 8, 6, 5. And we'll just go through this. Now raise that 8th string a half tone with your E to F knee lever. That's an F augmented. Okay, now let's play with our pedals still down, release the knee lever, play 7, 6, 5, and 4, and that's going to be an F6 chord. So we went F, 8, 6, 5 with A and B pedals down, raise E to F, knee lever, add that with the pedals still down. That's F augmented. Then we're going to play, release the knee lever, play 7, 6, 5, 4. And that's a F6 chord. Okay, now let's look at some more chords that have the same names but are just called different. They'll work against what I'm telling you. So now the next chord we're going to look at is an E minor chord. You lower your 8th string a half tone with your E, D flat knee lever. Play 8, 6, 5. Alright, that's going to be an E minor. Okay, let me show you one more now. Another way to play A minor. If your guitar lower that 9th string down, half tone, D to C sharp, play 9, 6, 4 with that 9th string lower to half. And then you can add your 5th string. That's an A minor chord. Alright, let me show you a couple of more chords here at our C position. We can also get a couple of D minor chords here. Alright, we can play 7, 6, 5, and 4. And I know these chords have two different names, but this will work over a D minor. And raise your 5th string a whole tone, your 2nd string a half. That's A and B pedals. That'll work against the D minor. And you can add your 1st string. Okay, while we're here, we can lower that 4th string a half fret, or half tone with our E, D flat and E11 and get a D minor 6. So that's some more chords I thought about that you can play here at your 8th fret. So we'll have to count them up. But and another thing just to add to that is I would get a piece of paper, maybe and a pencil, and write these down, you know, so you can help you memorize them. That's the way I do. Okay, so that's probably almost 20 chords right here at this 8th fret that we can play. Okay, I hope this is helpful. Thank you.